Gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you noticed that your energy isn't what it used to be? Maybe you wake up tired even after a full night's sleep. Maybe your workouts feel harder. Maybe you've noticed a decline in your stamina, your motivation, or even your erections. If you're over 50, you probably heard the same explanation countless times. It's just aging. And while age certainly plays a role, that's not the whole story. As a urologist, I've spent years helping men who were concerned about declining testosterone, lower libido, weaker erections, muscle loss, and a general feeling that something wasn't quite right. Many of them expected me to recommend expensive supplements. Some expected prescriptions. Others believed they needed complicated hormone therapies. But often, one of the first places I look is much simpler: the kitchen. You see, hormones are built from nutrients. Your body cannot create optimal hormone levels without the raw materials it needs. Think of testosterone like a product being manufactured in a factory. If the factory lacks supplies, production slows. If the factory receives high-quality materials, production becomes more efficient. The same principle applies inside your body. Every day, the foods you choose are either helping your hormones or working against them. The good news is that certain foods can support healthy hormone production naturally. The bad news is that other foods may quietly interfere with those processes without you even realizing it. Today, I'm going to reveal 6 foods that support healthy hormones and 3 foods that may be blocking them. And stay with me until the end, because the final hormone blocker is consumed by millions of men every day, while they wonder why their energy, stamina, and erections continue declining. But here's what most men don't realize. Some of the most powerful hormone-supporting foods aren't exotic at all. They're foods you've probably seen hundreds of times. Gentlemen, let's start with eggs. For years, eggs received a bad reputation because of concerns about cholesterol. But cholesterol is actually one of the building blocks your body uses to produce testosterone. Now, before anyone misunderstands, this doesn't mean more cholesterol automatically means more testosterone. Hormones are much more complex than that. However, your body still requires certain raw materials to support hormone production. Think of it like building a house. Without bricks, construction becomes difficult. Without lumber, progress slows. The same principle applies to hormone production. Eggs provide protein, vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats that support overall health. They're simple, affordable, and easy to include in a balanced diet. But eggs aren't the only food that deserves attention. Fatty fish may be even more important. Salmon, sardines, mackerel. These fish contain omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin D. Think of omega-3s like oil in an engine. Without proper lubrication, parts experience more friction. Everything works harder. Over time, performance suffers. The body works similarly. Omega-3 fats help support healthy blood vessels, healthy inflammation levels, and overall cellular function. And here's something especially important for men over 50. Healthy blood vessels support healthy circulation. And healthy circulation plays a major role in erections. Many men focus entirely on testosterone while ignoring blood flow. But erections require both. Think of testosterone as the desire to drive the car. Blood flow is the fuel that allows the car to move. You need both systems working together. The encouraging part is that neither eggs nor fish are miracle foods. They're simply foods that help provide the body with resources it needs. And when those resources are supplied consistently, the body often functions more efficiently. But healthy fats alone aren't enough. The next foods provide something many men are lacking, and that deficiency may be silently limiting hormone production every single day. But here's what most men don't realize. One tiny mineral has an enormous impact on hormone health. That mineral is zinc, and many men don't get enough of it. Let's talk about oysters. Oysters are among the richest natural sources of zinc found anywhere. Now, you don't need to eat oysters every day. You don't need to become a seafood enthusiast overnight. But understanding why zinc matters is important. Think of testosterone production like a factory. Inside that factory are workers responsible for keeping production moving. Zinc acts like one of those workers. When enough workers show up, operations run smoothly. When workers are missing, production slows. The body relies on zinc for countless biological processes. Hormone production is just one of them. But here's the good news. Oysters aren't your only option. Pumpkin seeds provide zinc as well. And unlike oysters, they're easy to store, inexpensive, and available almost everywhere. Pumpkin seeds also contain magnesium. Magnesium supports hundreds of reactions throughout the body. Many men are surprised to learn how common magnesium deficiency has become. Modern diets often contain fewer nutrient-dense foods than they once did. As a result, nutritional gaps develop. Those gaps may not cause dramatic symptoms immediately. Instead, they quietly reduce efficiency. Think of a sports team missing one or two players. The team still competes, but performance suffers. The body works much the same way. When important nutrients are missing, systems continue operating, just not at their best. This is why nutrition matters so much. Hormones don't suddenly stop working overnight. More often, they gradually lose efficiency. And nutritional deficiencies can contribute to that process. The encouraging news is that small changes can create meaningful improvements over time. Adding a handful of pumpkin seeds, including more nutrient-rich foods, choosing foods that nourish and not merely filling the stomach. These simple decisions accumulate, but nutrients alone aren't enough. The next foods help the body maintain hormonal balance in a completely different way. And many men overlook them because they're vegetables. But here's what most men don't realize. Hormones aren't just about producing testosterone. They're also about maintaining balance. And that's where cruciferous vegetables enter the picture. Broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts. These vegetables contain compounds that help the body process and regulate hormones more efficiently. Think of them like cleanup crews. Every city needs garbage collection. Without it, waste accumulates. The body works similarly. Efficient hormone balance depends not only on production, but also on proper processing. Cruciferous vegetables help support those natural processes. Now let's talk about another powerful food. Extra virgin olive oil. Many men still fear healthy fats, but healthy fats play important roles throughout the body. Hormones rely on fats, cells rely on fats, the brain relies on fats. Even blood vessels benefit from healthy fats. Think of olive oil as premium fuel. It helps support systems that need to function smoothly and efficiently. And remember something important. Healthy hormones don't exist in isolation. Testosterone is connected to sleep. Sleep is connected to recovery. Recovery is connected to circulation. Circulation is connected to erections. Everything is connected. This is why focusing on one single nutrient rarely solves the entire problem. The goal is creating an environment where the body can perform at its best. And that's exactly what these foods help support. But now we need to discuss something uncomfortable. Because while some foods help hormones, others may quietly interfere with them. And the first offender is hiding in plain sight. Mistake number 1 might surprise you, because many people consume it every day without concern. I'm talking about sugary drinks, soft drinks, sweetened teas, energy drinks, fruit drinks loaded with added sugars. The problem isn't necessarily one drink. The problem is consistency, day after day, week after week, year after year. Excess sugar contributes to weight gain. It can worsen insulin's resistance. It can increase inflammation. Think of excess sugar like rust forming inside a machine. The machine still works, but performance gradually declines. Many men focus only on calories, But hormones respond to the body's overall environment. The more metabolic stress the body experiences, the harder it becomes to maintain optimal function. The encouraging news is that this is one of the easiest habits to improve, replacing sugary drinks with water, sparkling water, unsweetened beverages. These small substitutions can produce meaningful changes over time. And yet, sugary drinks aren't the biggest problem, not even close. The final hormone blockers are responsible for more damage than most men realize. And most men never realize this until it's too late. Gentlemen, this is the part that surprises almost every patient. Many men spend years searching for miracle supplements. They buy testosterone boosters, energy pills, performance enhancers, special powders. Yet they continue consuming the very foods that may be working against them. I'm talking about ultra-processed foods and excessive alcohol. Most men never realize this until it's too late. Ultra-processed foods are designed for convenience. They're often packed with refined carbohydrates, unhealthy fats, excess sodium, and additives. Think of hormone production as a factory. Every day, the factory receives supplies. When the supplies are high quality, production remains efficient. When the supplies are poor, production suffers. Ultra-processed foods often provide calories without delivering the nutrients needed for optimal performance. And then there's alcohol. Now let's be reasonable. This isn't about fear, it's about awareness. Occasional alcohol is very different from excessive alcohol. The problem develops when drinking becomes frequent and excessive. The body treats alcohol as a priority toxin. Think of it like an emergency alarm inside a factory. Workers immediately stop normal tasks and rush toward the emergency. Resources are redirected. Other processes slow down. Over time, excessive alcohol may negatively affect sleep quality, recovery, hormone balance, and overall vitality. The shocking truth is that many men spend years trying to boost testosterone while unknowingly maintaining habits that continuously work against them. And that's why awareness matters. Sometimes, improvement begins not by adding something new. Sometimes it begins by removing obstacles. Because when obstacles disappear, the body often functions more efficiently on its own. And here's the message I want every man watching today to remember. Your hormones are not controlled by one meal, one food, or one supplement. They're influenced by the choices you make repeatedly, day after day, week after week, month after month. Small improvements matter. More nutrient-rich foods, more healthy fats, more vegetables, less processed food, less excess sugar, less excess alcohol. These decisions create the environment in which your hormones operate. And the wonderful thing about the human body is its ability to respond, to adapt, to recover, to improve. It's never too late. Your body can heal. Start small. Choose one positive change today, then another tomorrow. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is progress. If you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe for more health information designed specifically for men over 50. And I'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods do you eat regularly? And which one surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Take care of yourself, gentlemen. Your future self will thank you for it.